morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. You can't hear me. Good morning. This is horrible. Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? Ah, well, I know you can't. Ah, what's up? What's up? Welcome. Can you hear me? I don't think you can hear me. Hello, 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 hello. I can hear it. I don't see the mic on. Hello. Switch. Can you guys hear me? You can hear me? You're such a hater, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, let me make because I've been playing around. I don't know why it's not showing though. This is so dumb. But anyways, guys, welcome to the Miss Finn Show. I am your host, Miss Finn. Thank you so much for coming through. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, I just heard some of the most interesting thing of life. Good morning, Cat for Life. Keyshawn Johnson destroyed Armstead. Armstead looked pissed. Armstead looked like he was about to tackle him right then and there. Oh my God, I was laughing so hard, dude. Keyshawn was playing with his own life. Like, that's hilarious. I was laughing so hard. What's up, Jax? Welcome, welcome. Which reminds me, got to forgot to do one more thing. But yeah, Terron did not look happy in that one. Okay, we're gonna talk about it because I thought it was great. I thought it was great. I was like, I mean, is he that far off to run? I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying. Was Keyshawn that far off? If you really like take a look at it, you know what I mean. So I thought it was very interesting. You know, thought it was interesting. I don't know, but man, Teron was not having it. Guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thank you so much for coming through. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Teron was not having it, and I was here for it. I thought it was so funny because Keyshawn really was not feeling him. So I was like, ooh, hello. What's up, Jack? Bonnie in the building. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing, Mr. Mike K? Good morning to you. Good morning. Armstead got owned, bro. I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him too. What's up, Andre in the building too? Good morning. Happy Wednesday, Miss Fans. Loud and clear. Thank God. It was hilarious but true. Lansing in the building. Welcome. It was hilarious, man. It was funny. It was funny to me. Like I was watching it and I'm like, wow, it's about time somebody telling the truth. Because this is the things that I keep hearing, guys. And you tell me, right? Because that whole Drew Brees thing, he came out and said, you know, anybody that resembles like me, Brock Purdy, to they don't got a big arm, you know, they anticipate like I did, very similar when it comes to things like that. And it wasn't just Tua, so it's not like it was but you know, Dolphin fans are just gonna hear the two apart. So you got Drew Brees saying that, you know, Tua Purdy resemble him. All right, cool. Hey, he's a Hall of Famer. I'm not gonna necessarily go against him too much. You know what I mean? But body wise, the same stature between all three quarterbacks, so it makes sense. All three quarterbacks didn't have the strongest arms. It makes sense. Anticipating quarterbacks, it makes sense. Now, it's unfair, in my opinion, to fully compare Tua and Purdy to Brees at the end of his career when the man was already a Super Bowl champ, Hall of Famer, with like how many years under his belt? Like, come on. See, I'm all for critiquing guys and making, you know, see, okay, what are we looking at? But I'm also not going to be unfair to them either. So anybody trying to compare Drew Brees and his whole Hall of Fame career to Tua, stop. Now, can you judge the beginning part of Drew Brees to Tua's, you know, career so far? Yes. Because again, it's that very first part of Drew Brees' career. I'm all for that. But some people are out here just putting unrealistic things when you don't even know what's, you know, like what Tua ultimately is going to be. So I think it's extremely unfair to him to do that. What's up, Elwood? Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Welcome. Hi. So that's where I'm at. You know, I'm not gonna compare the entire holy smokes Hall of Fame career Drew Brees. The beginning part, yes, very similar. Um, a little similar between him and Tua. So I'm okay with that. But here comes on what is it called? Now it's called Speak, if I'm not mistaken, right? Speak. Because it's no longer Speak for Yourself. Now it's just called Speak. They got what's his name? Paul Pierce, Keyshawn Johnson, obviously Joy Taylor, who's herself in the hot seat. You know what I mean? Oh gosh, hilarious to me. But you know, they ask legitimate questions that I'm not upset about. Some people are upset. I'm not upset. And you know what? And I can appreciate Keyshawn being the one asking these questions because Keyshawn played football. He was on the field. So he could relate more to Terron when it comes to certain questions that he asked. And I don't know if y'all heard this, but there's a couple things that stood out to me, a couple questions he asked. And then I want to get you guys' opinion. Do you agree? Because I was like, no way he didn't just ask that question. No way he didn't ask that question. And then Joy kind of said, I almost want to play it, but you know, with this whole what do you call it? This whole copyright thingy, which is ridiculous. This is for entertainment purposes and educational purposes. And it's fair use, ladies and gentlemen, IRS, YouTube people, all the use, feds. This is for entertainment purposes and it's fair use according to the United States laws. But anyways, there were two main things that stood out to me out of that, you know, beginning part. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the episode, I'll speak, you can go on YouTube. It's called Terron Armstead on Dolphins Playoff Chances, Two Brees Comparison, and Paul's Rushmore, right? I didn't hear the rest of it because I didn't hear about that. The main part, the main part I watched was the part that dealt with really the Dolphins, Tua, and holy smoke! Hey, Finn, Sammy in the building. How you doing, buddy? From Twitter. Guys, hit that like button. Guys, hit that like button. And, you know, the first things first, are the Dolphins a playoff team? Boy and Paul Pierce had them both going 10 wins this season. So what is that? 10-7, right? 10-7. And here come Keyshawn, baby. Let me put them on 2025 schedule. Here comes Keyshawn not caring whatsoever. And I thought, dang, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. And you know what? I'm right there with him. So let me go to Twitter because it's so frustrating because sometimes, you know, you can find certain things online and you can't, but I'm going to pull it up. It was hilarious to me. Keyshawn was like, yeah, they can win this one, this one, this one. And then he just went through like 6-7 games. Lost. I was like, is this live? Is this in the media? Is this like... Is this for real? Unbelievable. So let me get this schedule because I want to pull it up. I need to pull it up. This is too funny to me. So Miami Dolphins. There it is. Boom. Thank you. There it is. Share. Here we go, guys. Let me make it a little bit bigger because I don't think y'all can see that. Shoot, I can't even see it. I'm right here. Okay. This is the 2025 schedule. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Let me... This right there. Whatever, screw it. 2025 schedule, right? So this is what we got. Yo. Keyshawn was literally like, okay, yeah, they'll beat the Colts, they'll beat the Patriots, lost to the Bills. I think he said lost to the Jets, maybe, beat the Panthers, lose to the Chargers, lose to the Browns. Or am I looking at? Yeah, it's like that. Or yeah, beat the Browns, beat the Falcons, lose to Baltimore, lose to Bills, lose to Commanders, or no, beat Commanders. But then he's like, oh, they told him it was in Madrid, so he's like, that's like a 50-50, so Dolphins might be able to win. Beat the Saints, lose to the Jets, lose to the Steelers, lose to the Bengals, lose to the Bucks, lose to the Patriots. I was like, holy smokes, this man was not holding back. He legitimately was not holding back. He said, nope. Nope. What's up, Green Rat in the building? Welcome, welcome. I thought it was hilarious to me. He was not holding back, not even a little bit. He said, nope. Dolphins aren't winning none of these games. I mean, can you blame him though? He's not entirely wrong. But I told you guys what I thought, what my initial one was. You see, you guys said, nah, Miss Phins, give us the truth. What? Because as you guys know, I have my my regular prediction, homerish prediction, super homerish, but then I got my realistic me and then my super realistic me, and y'all wanted the super realistic, and I said we'd win 4 games. Nope, 6 games. I said we win 6 games. But I think I gave great justification as to why I thought that we'd win 6 games. And looking at this schedule again, I think we might win 6 games. And if y'all want it back, okay, I'll go ahead and do it. Week 1 loss. Why is that? Jim Irsay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but I don't see Colts losing that game. I don't. I don't see them losing that game. So you got week 1 loss. Week 2, Patriots, I think we'll beat them. Nope. Because we're not playing against the Patriots, guys. We're playing against Bravel. So, but it's still early enough, and it's our home game. I still think we'll beat them. I'll be nice. We'll beat them. Lost to Buffalo. At home with the Jets. Monday night, short field. After playing a Thursday night, then Monday night. Okay, not too bad. 1 second. Sorry. Wardrobe malfunction, guys. Week 4 versus the Jets, Monday Night Football at home. I think we'll beat them because it's early. Fine. Panthers a win. Chargers lost. Browns. If Shador's playing, no, I don't beat it. That's a win for us. Like, it's a win for us. Falcons a win, right? That's it. Then you got Baltimore lost. Bills lost. Commanders lost. Then we got the bye week. Saints, fine, win. Jets lost. Steelers lost. Bengals lost. Buccaneers lost. Patriots lost. We're not beating them twice. We are splitting with the Patriots and the Jets. We're only winning the 2 games at home and losing to the Bills again twice. You wanted super realistic me, right? This is what super realistic me is. Exactly what Keyshawn Johnson just gave to Terron Armstead. I loved it. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. That's a 6-11 season. And I gave justifications. Keisha said the last 8 we are going to full like a quesadilla and fire the coach. He actually was very specific. He did say we were going to fire the coach. That's why I was like, oh, this man's serious. What's up, Jacob B? Welcome, welcome. My Dolphins prediction. Why do you have the Dolphins 6-11? I just went through it, buddy. Literally, I literally went through every single game and the reason why. Plus, I did it 2 shows on that as well. Specifically, go back to the channel. I break it down even more, but I just gave you a quick one as to why. Okay, we lose to Buffalo, Baltimore, Washington, Pittsburgh, New England because we are resting players with home field advantage. Woo 12-5. You heard it here first. Elwood, from your lips to those players' hands and feet, and make it happen. That's all I want. I said Dolphins won a playoff game was 2000. We're well aware, sir. Thank you so much for that recap. Thank you. Hit that like button, guys. So you've got, right? They asked him, are the Dolphins a playoff team? He said no. Keyshawn was like, no, they're not. Now, Joy Taylor and Paul Pierce, they're like, yeah, they're a playoff team when healthy. You know, that whole when healthy. Now it's no longer if. The new if is when healthy. Instead of if healthy, when healthy. You know, Joy Taylor and Paul Pierce were like, well, you know, when healthy, I think they could beat anybody. You know, they're a very finesse team. And that's when Terron was like, this is a strong team. This is a team that, what? Oh, God, I wish I had the specific word that he used. Both Keyshawn and Terron both have to tell Joy, like, listen, nah, don't call no team finesse. They don't like to hear that because this is football. I was like, you should know, Joy, your brother, Hall of Fame, our Hall of Famer, my literal favorite player, my favorite Dolphins player is your brother. So, but I thought it was hilarious because I'm here thinking, dang, finally somebody being straight up with the Dolphins fans. And Keyshawn wasn't holding back. So that was the main thing, you know. Are the Dolphins a playoff team? Keyshawn, nah, he was not really, no. When healthy. Now, there is one mistake, which I find hilarious, where Keyshawn was like, you guys beat Baltimore in that historic comeback ride. That was at home, though, right? And Terron said yes. And I'm like, nah, bro, that was in Baltimore. But 4 o'clock game. But, of course, they're not. He's probably not going to remember how many games the man has played. But, no, that was an away game. So let me correct them because they definitely messed that up. That was an away game. It was in Baltimore. That's what made it even more impressive. The fact that we were able to come back down 5 touchdowns to win the game. So there you go. I got to correct that one for the records, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Keyshawn was being straight up with everybody. But Terron was getting pissed. He's like, no, this is a playoff game when healthy, you know, when you got the guys there. Now, there was one thing, and I don't know if people caught it. If you didn't catch it, don't worry. I got you. Terron Armstead said, the players are there, but it's the details that make the difference. And I had to take a second, and I was like, damn. I actually agree. I actually agree with Terron when he says that. It's the attention to details that makes a difference for the Dolphins specifically. Yes, you could say the any team in being successful. And I'm like, wow. I have to agree. I think that we're a little too loose getting these ticky-tack fouls, which to me it's like, come on, man. Pre-snap penalties and all these other like come on. We shouldn't be getting these dumb fouls. It takes no talent. Just say. Well, that's one thing that he did say that I kind of agree. Now, Terron Armstead was like, yeah, the Dolphins are a strong team, you know. They're a powerful team. And Keyshawn was like, bro. Hey, the run game is strong. And Keyshawn was like, they're not running in between the tackles, man. They're not shooting up the A or B gap. Yes, they're fast and they hit you on the outside, but the Dolphins are a power team. Not even in the run game. And Troy was like, yes, they are. I was like, ah. Elwood said Keyshawn is a Jets guy. He always hates on Miami. But you know what? I don't see it as hate. I mean, I could totally get it. You know what I'm saying? But in this particular moment, I don't see it as hate. I actually do think he's not wrong, though. We didn't have a power back in the last 2 seasons. In 2023, guys, Mostert was our semi-power back. It wasn't even our full power back. We had HN to hit on the outside, but in between the tackles, Mostert, HN was there. You know what I mean? We didn't have a bruiser back. We haven't had a bruiser back in the last 3 years with McDaniel. Is this going on 4 years now? I can't even tell anymore. So I'm like, he's not entirely wrong. We're not this like powerful team pushing people around. We're not. Our own line hasn't been. And our running back game, which is what he should be good at, then Keyshawn leaned into the Mike McDaniel. Hey, Mike, I don't know if Mike is really that good at the passing game when he was a run game coordinator over there with Kyle Shanahan and the 49ers. You know, he understands the run game, but the passing game, I'm not sure, because look at some of the schemes and the concepts that the Dolphins are running, and it's kind of telling. And I'm almost, I don't want to go 100% because I don't think it's 100% on Mike McDaniel. Execution plays a huge role into that as well in the success of any play, obviously. But I don't think Keyshawn is that far off when it comes to his assessment with McDaniel and his passing game abilities. Now, I will say this, though. When healthy, in 2023, the Dolphins showed that they could have a passing game. However, it also came with the number 1 running offense. You see how that works? And what helped with that? Having a semi-decent O-line, right? No, don't need O-line. Okay, cool, I get it. But you just lost your number 1 person, Robert Hunt. I will never let that go. The move was not Chop Robinson. The move was Graham Barton. Replace what got you to where you were. We replaced Graham Barton. Yeah, we don't get Chop, whatever, but we need edges. Get someone else. And we did. Replace Graham Barton. Now your online is not as garbage. Relying on Liam and Isaiah Wynn and what the hell's the other guy's name? I just get. And third stringers as your own line. That's what I'm saying. Super B, what's up, Super B? So that's where I'm coming from. And there's certain things. That's why I was like, I couldn't get mad at Keyshawn. Like, he's not entirely wrong in his assessment with the Dolphins. Is this a soft team, a finesse team? It has proven in the last 2 seasons to be a finesse team. In 23, I could be like, nah, I wouldn't put 23 in that aspect. No. But why? Because you had Kendall Lamb. Thank you. Now, Kendall Lamb was the other one. Come on, man. We got backups as a starting guard, man. No. You get Graham Barton. That is a 1-for-1 replacement for Rubber Hunt, who was your number 1 O lineman, and the reason why you had a run game. And Graham Barton has graded the last 2 seasons, or the last season, the number 2 O lineman, number 1 among rookies, number 2 in the entire league. That's being smart. That's replacing it, because you get 2 birds. I get the same production with a cheap contract for the future, baby. That's the move. Not desperation. Oh, I gotta get a somebody because both of my edge rushers are down. Who gives a damn? Who cares? Who cares? That's not a smart move. Those guys are gonna come back. Yeah, Miss Phins, but first of all, we have never had an organic pass rush ever. Ever. Never had an organic pass rush. Not in this Mike McDaniel regime. Heck, not even with Flores, which is why we blitz so much. So screw the edge rusher. Pick up other guys, get some other veterans if that's the case, and shore up the most important part of this team, which is the trenches. I will never forgive McDaniel for that dumb move. If I can drive an edge in the first round every year, I will. Then I guess you won't be a head coach in the NFL for very long. Why is that? Because you're not thinking. You're like, I got 2 guys down. Like you can't man. As if. Ladies and gentlemen, put it in the comment section right now. Is it easier to trade or pick up a free agent in the O-line? Is it easier to pick up in free agency a guard or an edge? Put it in the chat, guys. Put it in the comment section right now. Which is easier to trade for or pick up in free agency? A guard or an edge? I think I'm that far off. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to agree with me. It is much easier to pick up an edge than it is a guard. A guard should be... Oh, wow. Okay. Hey. You got it. I guess I must be wrong according to 2 people. A guard should be easier to pick up. So the top tier guards, teams are letting them go just like that? Or are you talking about backups or has-beens or injured players? What are we talking about? A guard should be easier if you're willing to pay. Now, there's a such thing as a cap that we don't have the luxury of going over too much, So no, you can will yourself to want to go ahead and pay for these guys. Doesn't mean you have the money to do so. And no, top teams are not giving up top edge rushers, but can you get a mid-tier? Yeah, you can. But you're not getting top tier O linemen. Nah. And I think, I could be wrong, I think a guard might be more expensive. Might be more expensive than an edge rusher. I don't know. Maybe in free agency. I don't know. I can tell. But anywho, that's where I'm at with that. So when Keyshawn says, yeah, they're not a tough team, I understand what he means. In the run game, we're not a tough team. We're not going in between the tackles. We don't have a bruiser running back. It is true. The closest we got was 23 between the tandem of Mostert and Achane. And even then, they weren't really going in between the tackles. Now, Achane being shifty, he was able to go ahead and do it. Love Achane. It was shifty. Oh, Michelle in the building, one of our awesome members. Only if you are Greer do you let good guards go to free agency. Yeah, but even if you do let a good guard go to free agency, Michelle, the draft, you had the number 1 rated guard available at 21, and you didn't pick him up. I would say guard has to be good every play. Edge is not involved in every play. Yeah, sir. What's up, Anthony? Welcome, buddy. So you see where we're at with this? I'm not, although I may have been a little bit bold, I kind of agree with Keyshawn in that aspect. And then you got to think, okay, so you know, is McDaniel really like that guy to get this passing game done? Well, we're gonna go back into running the ball. Should have never left it, in my opinion. You know, you see, I can see critically. I can see. Not that hard. You don't gotta be this super football person to see what common sense would tell you. Rinse, repeat. Rinse, repeat. Hey, Shake Money in the building. Welcome, Shake. Welcome. Much appreciated, buddy. So yeah, the Dolphins are playoff team according to Keyshawn. No, according to my super realistic me, no. But is there a world where there are some games that the Dolphins can win to maybe get us to 10-6 or 10-7? Yeah, absolutely. Will it happen? We won't know until we get there. You know what I mean? Realistically speaking, we won't know until we get there. But I thought that part was very interesting. And then I never knew that other people besides us, you know, like us fans, you know, content creators or whatever, and everybody, us, you guys, me, I've never heard this being said or called out live, people, especially not by mainstream media. Keyshawn straight up he even prefaced it by saying, I don't know how to ask you this, man, but you've been there in the huddle with him. Is Tua smart? I was like, I know he did not just ask Terron Armstead if Tua is smart. Guys, I was floored. I was like, get out of here. Get out of here. No. He did not just say. He did not just say to Terron Armstead, is Tua smart? I was like, this can't be happening. When have we ever heard anyone question Joe Burrow's smartness, Lamar's smartness, Mahomes' smartness, even Trash Allen's smartness? When have we ever heard anyone ask of these players' smartness? Oh, Super B. Keyshawn hates the Dolphins, and the feeling is reciprocated, even though I don't like using the word hate in most contexts. I get it. But you have to understand that I don't even think that this is even hating. I think this is that question, yeah, bro. Like, come on, man. What are you talking about? Obviously, the man would have never made it to the NFL if he wasn't smart. So let me put that out there. That was a very sneaky way of taking a shot at Tua. And you know dang well the answer to that is yes, he's smart. He is not making it to the NFL without being smart enough in that huddle. So come on, bro. I know you taking a shot at Tua. But just wasn't expecting. It caught me off guard. Is Tua smart? And then I have to think, I'm like, well, what does he mean by smart? He was very specific. Can he read, react? Can he decipher the defenses, make adjustments, call out protections? And I was like, okay, good. So at least you're giving context as to what do you define as smart? And then I was like, well, although of course Terron did his job by protecting his quarterback, and he said yes. Um, there are some people that really do question whether or not Tua has the ability to decipher defenses post snap, and whether or not he can call his own protections, make switches at the line. Like, these are real concerns. I know this because, guys, this is a regular fan. Listen to different content creators, different mainstream media, and that has been posted out there. Like, is he able to make those adjustments? We know pre-snap, McDaniel does the most motion, excuse me, to make it easier for him to determine pre-snap what the defense may be in or not. A lot of the defenses have been able to beat the Dolphins offense because they'll show a look and then switch right after the snap. That causes Tua to like, that's not as open as I thought it was. Oh, nope, that's not open either. Let me go throw it to the flat. Let me do my check down. We know this. If you watch the games, you know this. So was I feeling like, oh man, this is um this is taking a shot at him? Absolutely. I knew he was taking a shot, but it was still a legitimate question in my opinion. It's Tua developing. My issue with Tua, and you guys have known this if you've been a fan, but if you're new to the channel, do me a favor, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Let everybody else know we are here. Like and subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, clicking the view? Welcome, welcome. Andres says he's smart, dumb. Oh gosh, too much. You cannot do the job. To me, the hardest job on the field has to be the quarterback. It has to be. That has to be the hardest job, period. They're all difficult, but the quarterback position is literally one of the hardest, if not the hardest, job on the field. Has Tua shown that he has the capabilities? Yes, of course, we know this. The problem is his massive inconsistencies. That is my problem with Tua Tagovailoa. He'll flash. He'll show you he can do this or that, or at least make it seem like he does this or that, or that he can do this or that. But then that's it, just once, maybe twice, 3 times a lady. So you know my brain. But seriously, like that's my problem with him. He's too inconsistent, or maybe he's just not processing as fast. Miss Fins, I watched Jay Daniels and he's breaking down Tua. He was saying that he feels the scheme makes Tua look more intelligent than he actually is because of the limited things he has to read. First of all, it is every coach's and OC's job to make it simpler for the quarterback. That's literally their job. Defense doesn't know what you're gonna run. They don't. Only the offense knows 100% what you're gonna do. Defense doesn't know what to do. They're guesstimating. But they don't know what you're gonna do 100%. You have to have some intentions to be anticipatory throw of football. That means he presses the field ahead of time. Okay, Super B, cool. He has to protect himself. No more hard hits for this man. I will never forget Pat White. I swear it plays in my mind. Dude, Pat White, one of the greatest quarterbacks Miami Dolphins has seen on the field. I still remember being a kid with my mom and dad, my brother, watching that exact play when Ryan Clark leveled him. I will never forget that. That game I will never forget in my life. Not one, not two, 3 quarterbacks out in the same game. It was nuts. I had to ask my dad, like, Daddy, what's going on? Like, we had nobody. It was crazy. Oh, they have a pretty good shot at knowing our place since we only have 5, says Michelle. You're right, though. You know, jet sweep, screen, another jet sweep. Like, oh God, let me do a -7-yard screenplay for a 3rd and 2 or 4th and 2. Like, I just can't with this guy. Oh my God, I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Oh, for new football, man. And I don't mean this season, y'all. Just give me somebody else, dude. Like, I'm over this. I'm gonna report it. I'm gonna do it. But I've been over this freaking team. I can't, man. But don't get me wrong. There's probably feeling this way because it's the off season. There's no actual football playing. Once we get back into the nitty gritty, then I'll be like, okay, maybe. Oh, ah. But for now, it's like, oh, it's just frustration. That's pretty much it. It's just number frustration. It sucks, man, because I love my team. And I look at this schedule and I'm like, my God, Lord. Guys, does anybody know when the last time we beat the Indianapolis Colts? Hmm? Does anybody know when was the last time the Dolphins beat the Indianapolis Colts? Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you. 2021. In 2021, guys, that's 4 years ago. Ooh. Who do we have as a coach? Four years ago. I don't know. I don't know. Mm. Oh, damn. Fitzy was her quarterback. Fitzy was her quarterback, and Sanders drilled it in to give us that 16-12 home victory. That was the last time the Dolphins have beat the Colts. How many times have we played the Colts since then? Every single year, with the exception of last year. We don't beat the Colts, guys. And now they're gonna retire and put in the Ring of Honor Jim Irsay, their longtime owner. You don't think these guys are gonna be in at home opener? They're not losing that game, man. We'd have to beat them by like 30 to win that game. Okay, maybe one of these. Then my mistake. Then it was last year that we played them, but the year before we didn't. The year before that, we definitely did play them. One of these years with McDaniel, we didn't play them. I know that. Just saying. How am I supposed to be like, oh yeah, let me just check it out. That's a win, of course. We don't know what the heck the Colts are gonna be. Well, I mean, okay, stop. They'll lose like 12 games, but they're not all that. But that one game, they're coming in hot. And you get what, a month, 2 months to you get 2 months to prepare for that one game. And if the words out of my mouth come out the next day, you had 2 months, McDaniels, to get ready for one stinking game, and you couldn't make it happen. I already know. Patriots, and people get mad at me when I say that's a loss. What? Why? It's a loss, ladies and gentlemen. I put a win here because it's at home, and it's the day before my birthday, and I'm being superly overly optimistic, and hopefully my dad comes to that game with me. But yo, it's we haven't beat Bravo. We haven't beat Bravo. It's not even the Patriots themselves. It's the coach. We haven't beat him. Period. Shout out to you, LA Rams, one of our other awesome members, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh listen, click. They don't have Mac Jones anymore, dude. That Mac Jones is in a different team, completely different team. So yeah, it's not Mac Jones. Oh, but I will tell you this though. Mac Jones got screwed by the Patriots, giving him a DC as an OC. Matt Patricia was the worst thing that could happen to that young man. Even he was like pissed, but I'm not even surprised. So yeah, that's hilarious. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. Um yeah, exactly, JC. What's up, JC? Mac Jones, he's in the Niners right now. He's backing up Purdy. So the Patriots got and I actually like the Patriots quarterback. What's his name? Help me out, guys. Drake May. Drake May. So Patriots got Drake May, and man, I think the Patriots, and I was talking to my dad the other day. I think the Patriots might actually jump us into second place. Jets are going to be dead last. You heard it here first or second or whatever. Patriots are going to be either third or fourth. They're not going to be fourth. Jets are going to be last in the division. Watch. It's going to be again between the Dolphins. Well, this time, I think the Patriots have a legitimate chance to beat us out of the second position. Maybe I might be a little bit high on the Patriots, but Bravo, man, Bravo. That's all I gotta say. So we'll see. But guys, that's it because I gotta skedaddle. I just want to let kind of give you guys my take on this. And if you haven't watched it again, you can go on YouTube. It's called Terron Armstead on Dolphins playoff chances, Tua Breeze comparison, and Paul's brush move on Speak. This was done yesterday, so definitely go ahead and check it out. Watch the whole thing. I literally watched 11 minutes and 11 seconds of it. The minute they start talking about the Jets, I'm like, next. But yeah, I thought it was very interesting what they said, and you know what? I'm not even that surprised. But guys, if you haven't done so already, and if you're new to the channel, if you're watching on Twitter and Twitch, thank you so much, guys. Everybody on YouTube, obviously hit that like button. Please come over here from Twitter, Twitch, come over here to YouTube, hit that like button, and please subscribe, guys. We are so close to getting a what do you call it? To getting to 1,600, guys. We're right there. So help Miss Phins get to 2,000 subs. I'm trying to channel my inner Tyreek, right? Because he's on about 2,000 yards. So how would I be about 2,000 subs? Oh, thank you. 2K on the way to 20K next. Thank you, man. That's what I want. I'm glad you guys enjoy it because we're gonna have fun. But I just think hey, we gotta do it together. This is our channel. This isn't. I mean, technically, it does have my name, so I totally get it. But this is our channel. You guys, by subscribing, liking, watching the video, it really helps out the algorithm so that YouTube can spread it out everywhere. That stuff is real. So a simple like, guys, literally goes a long way. Subscribing too. Those are 100% free, but everybody that does more, shout out to the member squad, man. You guys every month donate just a few dollars to support the channel. It literally all goes back to the channel just so we can go ahead and do it. Thank you for the members of this channel. Thank you for everybody that shows their love with the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and shout out to everybody that donates, using super chats, super thanks, and super stickers. You guys are amazing, man. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. And again, it just helps to do this again. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll probably the other 2 days. I told you Monday I wasn't going to be here. But yesterday, guys, I made it to work an hour late, okay? My body said, nope, you're sleeping. I didn't hear my alarm at all. Like, I was like, what time is it? When I woke up, I was concerned. I'm like, but by the way, aloe vera has been my best friend for the last 3 days. Talk about me being Sebastian, guys. I got sunburnt at the parade. I was in the Atlantic Ocean enjoying myself, and I got toasted. I made sure everybody else had sunblock except myself. Oh, well. But yeah, that's that. One more of a Florida thing is that this is celebrate your back-to-back Stanley Cup champs inside the ocean, baby. Woohoo! Woohoo! Let's go. Anyway, guys, I love you as always. Hit the like channel, hit the like button, love on the channel. Thank y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.